Well, welcome back, everyone, to day 8 of 28 Days of Love.
You don't want to miss it. It's the panel. It's the marriage panel.
Live and direct.
Right here at 260 Lafayette Street in York Generations Worship Center.
You got to get there. You got to get there. Listen, we have our pastors. We have our associate pastors. We have, it's just stacked. I guess I shouldn't have started saying people's name and not say them all. We got Jamil. We got the Capos. We have the Grims.
The Alexanders.
I said Jamil, didn't I?
Yes, you did. So anyway, guys, tonight is the live panel. Join us for a studio audience right at 260 Lafayette Street, Thursday night at 6:30 to 7:30 for 28 Days of Love. Also, if you want to join us live, we'll still be here live on Facebook. So you don't want to miss it. We got Pastor Sheldon and his wife, Janelle, Pastor Shane and Nicole. Listen, it's going down.
Fun. It's going to be fun.
Join us and we'll see you back here at 6:30 for 28 Days of Love. It's all good.
Hey everyone, my name's Janelle Brown, and I'm here to talk about my husband, Sheldon. When I think about Sheldon, I still get goosebumps and I still get butterflies because I'm reminded of how much I love him. As we get older and we grow together, there are always new things that I find that make me fall in love with the man that he is. He is an encourager. He is full of passion. He desires to see everyone around them be who they're supposed to be. He is full of wisdom, and he is so silly. If y'all know him, he is full of jokes, but he is so peaceful. He is my peace. He is my confidant. He is my balance. He is my lover and my friend. He is my best friend. He is God's man, and I am so proud of who he has become. There's not a day that goes by that I'm not grateful to God that he had us meet multiple times in Walmart. I love you, Sheldon Brown, until the wheels fall off. You are my purpose partner.
Hi, my name is Nicole, and I want to take a moment to talk about my incredible husband, Shane Moore. When I think about Shane, I think about a man who is truly after God's own heart, someone who is a protector, a provider, and a leader. I trust him completely because of his faith in God, and I know that he will turn to God for wisdom on how to guide and lead our family. I trust him with our finances. I trust him with raising our 2 beautiful daughters. And so importantly, I trust him with my heart. He is so consistent, so dedicated, and so hardworking. Whether it's balancing his full-time job with being a devoted husband and father, or working tirelessly towards his master's degree in divinity. I'm so proud of him and all of his accomplishments and his commitments, especially his deep commitment to our family. I love him more than words can express, and I'm so blessed to have him as a husband, a life partner, and a friend, and to have the privilege of honoring him today. Love you. The girls told me to do that.
You know, somebody will be like,
Welcome into
28 Days of Love. So glad you did it this time. You did what you needed to do this time. Look, let me ask the audience, did he do all right? Okay, you got a little celebration. Now you on the praise team. I'm just playing. So anyway, guys, today is the marriage panel. It's the marriage panel, and we are so excited to see or to hear all this good stuff coming from these couples. So take a look at who's on the panel, guys.
Powerhouses. We have the Browns, right? We have the Moores. I'm going to say it wrong. The Capos, right?
The
Alexanders. And we have Mr. Grimm.
Mr. Grimm and J.B. Grimm.
His wife wasn't feeling well tonight.
But she's in the house. She's in the house.
Anyway, so we love this. Listen, if you've ever haven't tuned in with us before, then this is 28 Days of Love. And the idea of 28 Days of Love is a time of year that we take to make marriage famous. We make the covenant of marriage large, and we celebrate it. Why? Because we believe that this is the first institution, marriage, the first institution that God placed on this planet to further his kingdom. And that's what our purpose is as mankind. So 28 Days of Love is all about that. Now we have some questions and we have some things. I know how you got the list, or you know how to start. You ready to roll? I don't want to take any more time.
It's time to get started. Let's give them a hand, y'all.
It's fine. It's fine. Oh, so we got some dead air and have the questions. We have the questions. Where we going? Is this we're moving with first? So before we get started on the questions, I want to know, does anybody on the panel have a unique love story? Meaning, like, what attracted you to each other? Was it just the ankles or what? Somebody got one? Anybody, go ahead.
Who's going?
You was giving me the mic.
I was giving him the mic back.
I mean, I have.
Unless you want.
Go ahead, Pastor Jay.
It's two different perspectives.
Okay.
So I was love. First time I met her, we was on the 600 block. I was literally at the light at West, right down the street from Maryland, at West and Princess. I saw her at the light. I pulled up to her. I had, as a matter of fact, I was driving a van for CA. He was coming from the basketball gym. I tried to get out. I got out the van, knocked on the window, and she skied off for me. So as much as she was pulled off, I'm like, yo, wait, just wait. Can I get your number so the youngins won't be laughing at me when I get back in the van? So she literally just rolled up her window and kept it moving. And I was blessed to see her in a different venue, different place, VIP, girls' night. And here we are 20 years later.
Yeah. Somebody else. A short version, I met Pastor Sheldon. I'm calling Sheldon tonight. I met Sheldon at Walmart, talking to him, me and my sister. He had a girlfriend at the time, and I didn't do nothing, didn't say nothing, because he had a girlfriend. He was buying her a promise ring. It was cute. I was like, oh, he's a good dude. And then the second time, I met him at the same Walmart, but he had no girlfriend. But I didn't do anything, y'all, until I went down to Maryland, my church down in Maryland. We had what did we have? We had like a church anniversary, a worship night, and True Bread from York, Pennsylvania came all the way down to Baltimore, and he was the drummer, and I had told somebody I was going to marry a drummer, and I said, oh, you need to talk. And now here we are. Any more unique stories? We want to hear them. It's similar. Yes.
Oh, similar. So, we actually, Nicole and I actually became connected at the very same service as Janelle and Sheldon. True Bread was coming down. I was at the same church as Janelle. I was their minister of music at the time. And so Nicole, aka Coco, was on the praise team at True Bread. She came down.
Come on!
And worshiped, and we exchanged phone numbers then. And did the same day we exchanged phone numbers. And then you need to tell your part of the story.
Yes, tell your part.
After we exchanged phone numbers.
We exchanged phone numbers and we connected because I needed some good church friends in my life. He was a little bit younger than me, so I was like, this is a little boy, but he's nice. So we were friends, and we were going to talk about the Bible. And then we ended up talking about being together. So, I mean, yeah, it went from talking about the Bible to God just whispering his love on us. And it transformed into what we have now.
It didn't even start out as like, oh, I was interested. Okay. Right? It wasn't an interest in the beginning. It was God just literally just married that thing together.
Wow.
So y'all was hunting. Y'all went down that church hunting.
There's something else.
They're so holy. Go ahead.
She said yours is holy. Come on, Mike.
So I met Alicia when I was not in church. I was working on my testimony, expanding my testimony.
Come on,
right? No, but we had met through a mutual friend. And,
I was on a date with a guy.
she was on a date with a friend.
Oh, you're
friend of
nice.
mine.
You're nice with it.
And I met her, and I just I thought to myself, and so we met, we became friends, and after that year, I decided to give Jesus my all. And when I did that, we still remained friends. She ended up coming to church.
I was not saved at
She
all.
was not saved.
Okay.
She came to church, and she had called me and was just like, "Yo, do you mind if I come to your church?" I said, "You can come wherever." Sure. And it was about 4 years.
Wow.
Yeah, now we're here.
About 4 years after we met, I told her, how I felt about her, and
4 years.
And then it was on and popping.
On and popping.
You got some patience, bro. Dante.
I met my wife, like, it was during like a hard time of my life. And it was on a dating app. It was on Tinder. But listen to this. I didn't have Tinder for like what people use Tinder for. I was in like a rough time. I just need someone to talk to. And it just happened that one day, you know how it goes, whatever. And that's how we connected. And then, we started inboxing each other. And the first thing that stood out to me about her was, it's something so simple, but I just respected her honesty because I was a machinist at the time. And then she was like, she asked me what I did. And I was like, I'm a machinist. And then she's like, oh, that's cool. You do X, Y, and Z. And I was like, oh, I'm surprised you knew what that was. She's like, oh, no, I actually had to look it up. and I don't know, it's like that little thing, like sparked, like, wow, she could have said, like, oh, yeah, I'm smart, or something, but like, that's kind of like what sparked it all. And, one thing led to the next, and just like,
that's real right there.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I got to say this to you, though, Shane, don't worry about it. My wife's older than me, too.
I'm on it too.
Oh, really? See, y'all robbing. Really? So y'all robbing the crate. Okay. but I'm gonna have to talk to you. You got to have some game. He picked her up while she was with somebody else on the date. Yeah, that's incredible. We're gonna have to get some notes from you. Game notes. Listen, first thing I want to do is, can we ask? I'm sorry.
I said he forgets how to do anything. Now.
Oh, you forget something. There you go. You wiped that all away. She said, I erased that.
The jersey's on the back.
I don't know. The Bible says any man be in Christ, he's a new creature. But it doesn't say he's another creature.
Oh my God.
Wait, okay. Listen, all of you are busy, have things going on, a bunch of different places. We can tell about Mr. Alexander because he's thinking about the 9 things he'd be doing right now. Right? No, just kidding. But all of you are busy, careers, children, wives, entities that you're supporting, ministries and things like that. How do you intentionally keep God, keep Christ in the center of your relationship, amidst all the hustle and bustle that's going on, to help you kind of overcome challenges that you might be facing in your marriage?
We're going to start with Alicia.
She's going to put her on the spot.
I mean, I don't think it's how do we keep God at the center. It's kind of like the lifeline. God has to be the center.
I like it.
I wouldn't get through the midst of busyness and the hustle and bustle and the kids if God wasn't at the forefront all day. I would have lost my mind.
Right.
I probably would have lost my husband. And so I think it's just like that lifeline. You have to have God at the center or you have no scale to weigh everything off of. Every decision you make, every thought you have, it really all has to be the center. That's what I wake up to first and my husband second.
Okay.
So good.
Oh, I love it. You might want to bounce off of that? Anybody want to bounce?
Let's go back here to the Browns.
to talk last. Your turn.
Well, really for me is simply, this is gonna sound cliche, but prayer is a big thing. You know, and I make sure that when there's anything that comes up, that I'm in the place of prayer to start denying self, to make sure that God does stay at the center. Because at any point, we can put ourselves there, you know, and next thing you know, we're following ourselves and not following God.
Wow.
So I start to make sure that I really stay in the atmosphere of prayer, and allow God to reveal anything, whether it's something that I've done since I was a kid, you know, just to start allowing him to shift things in my life so that I can make sure that I am being the man of God that he's called me to be for myself, as a son of God first, as a husband, then as a father.
Excellent.
In that order. Love it. Love it. Anybody else?
Go ahead, Dante.
Well, what I do is, you see, in order for God to be at the center of your relationship, he has to be at the center of you.
Okay.
Because the word says, out of the abundance of the heart.
Okay.
So the revelation is that you have to know the Lord as Father, which is source. Kind of goes back to what she's saying, that everything is flowing from that source. So it's like automatically everything, the Lord is entangled in everything that you're doing because you know him as Father. And it goes back to what Pastor Sheldon was saying about prayer. It's imperative that you be in the place of prayer.
Okay. Okay. I like it.
Somebody from the Moors.
I concur with everyone on the panel here. It's definitely about keeping God at the center of yourself individually first, because that's going to reflect on your marriage, your commitments to each other. So making sure that we have our relationships with God, that we're staying active. I know in church and fellowship and in the ministries that we're servicing ourselves to, that keeps God at the center. Our commitments, our own personal commitments to God and building what we build with God falls into who we are as a married couple.
Love it. Love it. Love it.
Yes. So I agree with what every one of you said. Another thing that we do is actually we set the atmosphere at the house. Like we wake up to God, to music, and we praising, and you know, so Jamil could be bringing my coffee first thing in the morning, and it's to music,
Right.
To the Lord, so
I love it. So you create the atmosphere and the environment for it.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm hearing how it all kind of pulls together, mixed together. So let me kind of dig just a little bit deeper in the context of marriage a little more. So what do you do for each other and with each other to nurture your marriage relationship? I mean, most of you have small children. I know, Shane, you have a job that's a leadership position, so I know you're pulled. I know you are entrepreneurial, even in your position is entrepreneurial. You're being pulled. So how do you make that time? How do you nurture your relationship to make sure you're pouring back into that and not always giving out somewhere else? Yeah, anybody can jump in.
So with Nicole and I, since we've had children, it's our lives obviously have shifted, changed for the better, right? But has changed. I would say that they're not burdened.
They're gonna grow up, bro. They're gonna grow up.
Yes. And so that speaks to my point. It's a season, right?
Yeah, that's good.
It's a season, and so we have learned that seasons come and go, and we have to adapt. And so, as my career enhances, and Nicole has climbed the ladder too in her job, time is really of the essence with us and our family. And so, just us being in passing with each other, or just being in the same room, you know, for 5 minutes or so, we make the best of that. Okay, we don't let the time slip away. So if it's just a quick conversation, hey babe, how was your day? Or something of that nature, or hey, let's get on the same page. What are you doing tomorrow? What's on the sketch? Like that, we count that as time spent.
I love it.
Together, even if it's not just sitting like over a romantic dinner, right, or something like that. Like, because our lives are so demanding that we are just grateful for just a small amount of time.
That's right.
Wow. So there's an understanding of that demanding. Oh my goodness. So did you have to talk about that, or did it just organically happen?
I think it's because we are kindred spirit, and I think we're just, it's just, I think that's just what it is. And so we didn't have to work to get on this understanding. It's like we're on the same page in the Lord. Right? It automatically gels.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Anybody want to jump in? Who's feeling it? Go ahead.
As me and Sheldon became pastors, one of the things that we were
you was like, what did we do?
Giving wisdom, advice, the advice that we got from wise counselors in our lives was to schedule out time when we don't do ministry, but we do family. And so Mondays is usually our day. Shout out to my apostle Cheryl. Mondays is usually our day where we don't do anything but family. So whether that's we all just watch a movie, or we all just play video games because Michael loves video games, and Michaela, or it's just they playing games and it's just me and Sheldon watching our favorite Netflix series. We make sure it's scheduled because life is demanding.
Love it.
And I would just add to that, really just to be completely transparent, it's truly a balancing act. Because like, and I get this on my job too. Like some of the guys go, hey man, why don't you come and do this? And come to the gym before work and all that. I'm like, listen, you have no idea how busy I am. Right. Absolutely none. I pastor a church. I'm a father. I'm a husband. And I'm a cop. I was like, this is a lot. I was like, y'all have no idea. Like me sacrificing an hour of sleep is very hard. Just to listen. I'm saying like to come out here and go to the gym before work when I probably try to get something in between throughout the day. You know what I mean? So it's truly a balancing act. So it's still even something that even because of being senior leaders and mom and dad and our vocations on the side and all those things, it's truly a balancing act and something that we are even still learning, all in the midst of this, or learning how to perfect at the same time.
That's amazing.
And really, even for me, right? Janelle doesn't have to work real hard because that's where her family did a lot, right? They spent a lot of family time together, all this stuff, right? They spent a lot of it together. Me on the other hand, it wasn't as I would say like her family would sit around and play Monopoly around the table together. Right? For hours. Right? I didn't grow up playing cards and Monopoly around with that just wasn't what we did. So me, I don't really have a pool just to do that. I'm thinking like, I'm here, I'm around, I'm in the room.
Yeah.
So
you sound like your Uncle Nick.
You know what I mean? So it's really a balancing act, also a stretch. So that's how I look at it. It's a balancing act and a stretch for me as well to do that. But that's really what it is.
Wow, I love it. We'll do one more and then we'll move to another. Unless somebody wants to say something.
I was gonna say what I do with my wife is like, and we're entering into more. I'm gonna invite her into my space more. Or hear me what I'm about to say. Like for example, when I hear the Lord say something or like a certain revelation through the scriptures, I'm like, hey, listen to this. Or then we talk about it. I could talk, so now we talk. We talk about it, and like so then it's created like this culture in our marriage that like she do the same thing. Hey, what do you think about this or something? So then that's like our time, and I feel like the beauty of it is that she knows the heart that I have for God. I love the Lord, and her herself loves the Lord. So it's like we actually find joy in talking about the Lord. So that's how we,
got it.
Like we like make that space.
So you blended two things together. Merged it all together. I love it.
I want to ask Jamel, because you guys are so busy, and I'm watching you guys traveling all over the place. Is that when you all get that time in?
Yes, Doc. Teacher, big sis. So we're a little different. We're in our empty nester phase. We started off young as parents. So the blessing in disguise is in the beginning, before I traveled with work, there was a level of like our son and daughter birthday is in December. My wife's birthday is June 2nd, mine is 8th. We've always went away for our birthdays.
Mm-hmm.
So that was something we started off in the beginning, and then I'm gonna ride past the Sheldon way, because my biological parents worked a lot, but the angel that was blessed in my life that raised me, Cynthia Alexander, she was the one who taught me through games. And so the fact that I was able to come to New York and start over with my wife, the fact that I was another parent, father figure in my son and daughter's life, there was levels of me getting to know them, whether it be through games and even through scriptures, because I had one mom that made me remember scriptures, and I had other mom, I love you, Cynthia Alexander, who made me read books. So there was things that I learned from them in a way where like, oh, okay. And I gotta acknowledge Poppy and Mommy too, because there was a level of like what you said about your Pastor Brown, your queen. Like I saw Mommy and Poppy, they was all day, every day. You know what I'm saying? Like together, Morales Kitchen, it is what it is. So it's like, and I was on the vibe with you. Right. Dr. Miller, like, we gotta make time. Make time for time.
Yeah. So good. Real quick, one thing that we do, Jamil makes his office in my kitchen, so we're always there. So while I'm making cakes, I'm listening and learning and and just being that sponge. So every time I need to apply it to my business, it's like, oh no, we need to change the theory, y'all.
That's good.
Just, so
I'm loving it.
Yeah.
I'm loving it. I'm loving this feeding into each other. I'm loving the blendedness, the synergy that I'm hearing. So let's go to another place. And I'm looking at the compose because you didn't get a chance to talk last time. So if you want to jump in on this one, let's talk about conflict. Because the Bible says a man will leave mother and father, cling to his wife, and they shall become one flesh. So our marriage ministry is called Marriage Simple as Pie. What Pie stands for: provide, invest, and empower. Right? But we believe marriage is simple, but simple is not easy. Two different things, right? And the hard part with marriage is becoming one. We're two different people from two different places, two different upbringings. We just heard Pastor Sheldon sitting in the church mill. So in that becoming one process, we can expect conflict. So talk to us a little bit, and to people who are watching and going to watch this, how do you handle it when conflict comes up? How did you handle it? Is it different now? Give us, make us see that. How do you do those spirited conversations?
Yes, that's a good word.
So initially, when Alicia and I first got together, I knew that she was going to be spicy. I knew that she was going to be feisty and
there you go.
Very independent, because
that's how you want it.
Just the way that she had grown up, she really all but raised herself. At 16, she came to York, right? And I mean, really, since 16, from what I've learned from her, from 16, she just continued to grow and be in either the service industry, and then when she left the service industry, she got into the job that she's at now, and she stepped up that the ladder there, and now she's a director of operations. Right. She's running things. So I say all that to say, I knew that she was very independent, very strong. And I'm very strong as well. Although you guys may not hear that, with me, but when we had gotten together, I just made sure that there was at least good communication between both of us. And anytime there was conflict, I would always try to address it, but away from everyone. So if there would be an issue, I was like, hey, come with me. We go to another room, and I just really just try to talk her down a little bit. Because she'd just be, ready to go. And I'm like, listen, we're on the same team.
Right. Ooh, that's good.
I would always say that I love you, and look, we're on the same team. I'm not, I'm not trying to fight. I'm not trying to fight. And I would just really try to make sure that she understood that I wasn't trying to force her to do what I wanted. But
That's good.
But yeah, so and as we continue to our relationship to grow, I knew I didn't want to be angry and try to intimidate her or really anything like that.
Right.
And so when we would get into arguments and we would be
spirited conversation,
we get passionate,
Right.
passionate, right? Yeah. I would realize that I would be going to a place that I didn't want to go. So I'm quick to shut down because I know that your words they hurt.
Can't get that back.
Truly, right? And I definitely do. I never want to call her out of her name. I never want to make her feel any type of way, even in anger, if I say something, because there's some truth there.
That's right.
When we
That's right.
speak. So I always will try to be very conscious of that. So I mean, we've had a lot of spirited conversations, and but one thing I would always try to do is be the one to apologize and be the one
Michael
to
always apologizes first.
to make sure that there's an understanding we're a team. It doesn't matter, like even if
I'm wrong, Michael will always apologize for the conversation first and like where it may have gone to. But we do have rules. We have never said anything to each other deliberately to try to hurt each other or be out of line. We have never heard a cuss word out of each other's mouth ever.
Okay.
There are just things that we've done to ensure that the level of respect was there first.
Love it.
Even if we are in an argument, that's it. There's rules, and we do those boundaries we don't cross. It doesn't matter what the situation is.
Wow.
So and it's helpful. Somebody always has to be a bigger person.
Right.
So Michael has always been the one just to apologize first. Always.
I love this. I love it. Rules. You want the Browns?
I want the Browns.
Come on, Browns. Did y'all have something to say?
Pastor Jay.
She putting you on the spot. That's amazing.
We didn't do so well in the beginning. I'm gonna keep it real. It was hot. Again, two people, two morals, two families, backgrounds coming together. And I have a strong personality, and I am very vocal. Okay. And I can be a lot. I'm very vocal. I can be a lot. And so one thing that I learned from my family, we're very passionate and we love each other super, super hard. And when we get into disputes, we don't leave until we get it right.
Oh.
That was the mindset that I had.
Wow.
So when we would get into these spirited conversations, he would leave and I'd be like, you can't go. I'm just going off. But what I learned is that he left so he wouldn't say anything to hurt me. Or he left so he could calm down and we could have a civil conversation.
Okay.
And so I had to learn that it's okay to have space. Because space clears your mind. And so when he would have his moments of going away and I would be upset because where you going? I'm not done talking. I would have to calm myself down and say, no, because the mindset I had was that when you leave, you're leaving me, you're leaving the conversation, we're ending it. But no, he had to calm down and it calmed me down so that we can have a level conversation. We're coming back to it, but right now we are not where we should be. And so him leaving, then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna leave too. I had to learn that too.
Right. I love it.
So definitely how it started out. And for those that know, I mean, there's about 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's a whole bunch of
5. I even count Jamil too, but the 4 of y'all probably Uncle New and Kim would be Kai. More so when I was a little kid, everybody knew that I was strong-willed from the jump.
I'm on card.
You know, I was strong-willed from the jump, right? So you put 2 strong-willed people together, you can definitely have a problem. And there was times where,
especially because growing up, I knew that if I didn't walk away or certain things, I would blow up. I used to just hold everything in. It's no point of dealing with certain stuff. Not no point. I didn't deal with certain stuff. Right. So then I'll eventually just blow up, and then we're screaming in a screaming match, and now since for years, I don't know how many years it's been now, but I have my own personal conviction, and it really, this may sound weird, but I'm a firm believer that anything that you start off, let me say this, let me back up. Anything that you do off your sonship should be the launching pad for everything in your life.
Yes.
Right. So everything that I do is off the foundation of my sonship.
That's good.
So I don't respect Janelle because it's gonna sound weird, but just catch me when I say this by the Spirit. I don't respect Janelle just because of who she is in my life. I respect her because I'm a son.
Amen. That's good.
Right?
Wow.
My sonship is the launching pad for everything in my life. If your sonship is the launching pad for everything in your life, then everything will launch out of your sonship and it will be out of what's in alignment with God. So if I'm a good husband, I'm a good husband because I'm a son. If I'm a good father, I'm a good father because I'm a son. If I'm a good police officer, I'm a good police officer because I'm a son. Everything is off the launching pad of my sonship. So out of my own personal conviction, I basically say, I'm not gonna raise my voice no more.
Okay.
So there's times even when I feel myself I'm about to raise my voice, I say, I'm not doing this no more. I'm not even talk. We're not doing this right now.
Okay.
Right. Or even what's funny is some people may think this is kind of funny, but this is what I do for my own integrity. Literally, I would raise my I did that. I would raise my voice. And Janelle can tell you, God, I've done this. I would raise my voice, and some may think, it's not that serious. But for my own personal integrity, I would come back and apologize for just raising my voice.
Okay.
Even if I wasn't even the one that was even dead wrong.
Yeah.
For my own personal integrity. So that's definitely how part of how we've worked on merging to become one.
Can I ask a follow-up question? And then can I ask a follow-up question? This is to any of you. And you could even by show of hands. When you got married, did you expect as much conflict as you experienced? So I got no. I see two no's shaking. I see all the men are kind of like.
Well,
yeah.
It was a journey for us because we celebrated 20, but we've been married for 12. And that's a whole nother story because I was shunned out the church for a little bit, but God's good. So there was a level of wow. There was a level of in the beginning it was me. It was me. It was my insecurities, and I'll be real because that's something I had to
Thank you.
Right, and I say that because even listening to Pastor and his wisdom, the sonship. So I literally, as much as I'm so loving and everybody knows me, I share with them. We've had this conversation. There was a level of just keep it a buck. We weren't. My lady was my queen is known in the community, her family, heavy in the streets. Right. So the fact that I knew the streets, I didn't trust people around her.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So it was bringing conflict at home.
Okay.
So that was a level of me. I'm always the talker, but like Pastor Janelle Brown, Liz would be like, okay, I'm out. I got my own crib. You got your own crib. I'll see you in about a day or two. I'm like, what I do? So I had to work on me. I had to work on me.
Okay.
So that was the beginning, and then here we are now. Now we're at a point where I've learned to listen twice as much, and now she'll tell me how I'm feeling. So now it's instead of react, you know what? Every morning, Liz knows this. I'm the early riser, 4:30. I'm out there praying. So by the time she gets up, I'm literally getting her coffee, and we're going out through the day. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
So talk about that sonship, and thank you for giving me that framework, Pastor. There's a level of I work on me. Because if I know, because I know what I went through as a child and the things that I saw with my parents.
Thank you, sir.
There's a level of you know what, God, help me.
Right. Right. Thank you for that transparency. That's why I was trying to go, and I know I'm using my big hand. So I know that's why I was trying to go, because when we talk about conflict, we kind of pull back on that conversation. And I was trying to get to what Mike said about on the same team, to what Jamil said, that you know what, something about me that was in this conflict. So I'm wondering, was there a turning point? Because so we've been married 25 years. Come on. So the thing is, we're still figuring out those spirited conversations. We're much better. There's some things we know more about each other and ourselves. We had to learn some things about ourselves first in order to be able to communicate with each other. Baggage, we had to. But anyway, was there a turning point, or do you sense a turning point as your marriage is maturing? Was there a thing that said, you know what? This marriage is more important than me winning this fight right now. Did anyone have that?
You know what I think a turning point? Go ahead, Kim.
Just like a minute, guys. Okay, because we gotta move on.
Okay.
I think a turning point for me was realizing that I needed more accountability.
Ooh.
I needed counsel and accountability for myself, because I have to worry more about how God feels about the situation than me just being right.
That's good.
Even though I'm right.
Help somebody.
I still have to have that additional accountability and someone to counsel us through that. And luckily, as the same, Apostle Cheryl, Dr. Dwayne, they are somebody who we rely on heavily for just that proper accountability.
Okay, I love it. And how do you feel as a husband with an outside, someone who's not in your family, not in your domain, speaking into your marriage?
I mean, I'm actually really okay with that, because when we select somebody that is so close, oftentimes they're going to have one side. They're going to be biased to the situation. So, when she had said that we should do that, I was in agreement with it. I said, okay, that's fine. Let's do that.
Love it.
Because there's not a lot of times that we get angry at each other or we get upset. It's always something silly, because it's something. There's a root issue that we talk about that we finally get to it, but it's always something silly.
What's really wrong? What's really
right?
Yeah.
I love it. You look like you about to say something.
In my marriage, this is what it was. At the beginning, I literally would sit, right? And when we would have, I have to be honest here. I've never really argued with my wife. She knows better. Not she knows better. Like I'm just not an argumentative person. Like I'm chill. Like you would be talking to yourself. Like I'm just like, just calm down. I'm chill. I'm real chill. But literally in the beginning, I literally remember multiple times. And this is the way that I moved until it just became secondhand nature. I would sit, and when she would say something, I would literally say to the Lord in my heart, I would say, God, what do you want me to say to her? What do you want me to say to her? And a lot of times our conversations would be so weird, because I'd just be sitting there not saying nothing, because I'm waiting. And I would say this and I would say that. And we spent so much time having so many different conversations, like hours. I spent talking to her and all these things. But this is the point I'm getting at. By doing that, it created this culture in our marriage to where now she knows that we're on the same page. She knows I'm not trying to hurt her. She knows I'm not trying to attack her. She knows I don't want to be right. So what happens is now where the scripture says, this kind of like a little bit of sidebar, I'm about to be finished, where the scripture says that because a consequence isn't dealt speedily, it's in the heart of men to do evil. So in my marriage, this is what I do. We handle things fast. So they don't linger, so they don't stay. And that whole thing of like, I'm too mad to talk, to walk away. See, now the culture has been created so much so that this is what we do. You see, so that nothing stays for 2, 3 days, 4 days, no. So, something can happen, a little whatever, and I'm walking over there, hey, so what happened here? Whatever. And then by the end, there's no yelling, there's no screaming, we're just talking, whatever. And what it came down to is, me having the ability to articulate the way that I feel, and then her, adapting that same ability to be a way to articulate the way that she feels. So we have a conversation, and then we always meet in the middle of remembering why we did this. Why did you say yes? Why did
There
we
you go.
do this? And that's what it always is.
There you go. I love it. I always say why power always beats willpower. Right. So if you know your why, I like the way that you focused it. What he brought out to me is the whole pie thing. You know, what works for you. Like, so I can say this. So with Kim and I, like if I need time, I need time. Like I can't talk to you right now, for real.
That's for real.
Yeah, I can't talk to you because because she's good with her words. You know, and my I'm not even there.
Trying to process.
I'm not even there. I really am not able to talk to you right now. You know, so I need time, and that's okay for us. You know, so she's learned to pump the brakes, you know, or take her foot off the gas a little bit. Sometimes that works for me. I want to get to the spot where I don't have to. You know, so I love that. Thank you for bringing that out. There's pie. Everybody has a different pie. You know, Coco's gonna make a sweet potato pie. It's gonna taste different than you know. He said no. Okay. Well, Shane makes sweet potato pie, but it definitely tastes different than mine. So can I ask your permission, because we are like at 7:20. Can I ask your permission for more of your time?
Yes.
If that's okay?
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. A couple of things we want to talk to. So if we talked about conflict or spirited conversations, we got to talk about forgiveness. We got to talk about forgiveness.
I want to go to the Moors. I want you all to share the forgiveness journey, how you get there, because we talked about the conflict and you guys were quiet on that one. But this time I want you guys to tell us what you do to get on that journey of forgiveness. And both of you can talk.
She doesn't want to go first.
She said, "Don't expose me."
Right, because forgiveness for us was, I don't want to say it was a challenge. It was just a process, right? It's just because sometimes we are valid. We feel validated in our feeling.
Yes.
You made me upset.
Yeah.
Right. And I want to feel this way. Right. You legit did something to, or said something, or did something to me that really just tipped me over the edge.
Right.
But you have to recognize that. I have to recognize that wallowing in what I guess holding on to it, I guess, as Dante was saying, for a long period of time, I think that's the tipping point of the conflict.
Okay.
Right. Well, because that's why I was sitting quiet, because I can testify that I have held on to some things that she has done or said. Right. She knows it. Right. And we would be, and I give the silent treatment. Right. And so I give the silent treatment. I just shut. I get the silent treatment, and it's a little too long sometimes. And I realized that it was hurting her, because she wanted to have dialogue, and she wanted to not go to bed on our wrath, right? And those kind of things. And so I had to lead that, right, in a way. And so, you know what, Shane, or you know what, it's not worth putting her in a vulnerable position. Like, she still needs to feel protected. You understand? She still needs, even though she frustrated me, it's my duty, right, to protect her feelings. Right. Yes. And so when I matured, that's what it was. It was immaturity. When I matured, spiritually, to say, you know, I have a responsibility and a mandate to forgive her immediately. It made it easier. So now I immediately just say, I'm sorry. And I don't say it because I say it truly because I understand that without forgiveness, we will never grow. We will never reconcile. We're leading children. There you go. So my daughters watch us. Watch right? Yes. And so our forgiveness journey is it might not be as fluffy and all that, you know, whatever. It's a process for us.
I love it.
Can I, before you say something, Nicole, I just want to also say to you, Shane, prepare, because there are levels to that.
Yes.
So like, you'll master this level, and then the Lord will take you to the next level of forgiveness. So prepare. Go ahead, Nicole.
Definitely hearing that.
Yeah, I think with me, it's like I have a problem with saying sorry. Like if I'm not really sorry.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? If I'm not really sorry and you need an apology from me because that's the right thing to do, but I truly don't feel sorry. I'm not going to say it. He tells me all the time, like, you don't ever apologize if I don't feel that I'm wrong, or if
It's hard.
yeah, if I feel like I'm wrong, I don't feel the need to apologize. So that is even something I am still working on now.
Okay.
And when you asked about, did you anticipate the conflict, right? I was thinking about all the little conflicts. Like, you do not need the oil. Bring it on right now. I need the oil.
Yes.
The little conflicts is like, the little conflicts is what kind of, the little fires, like, you know,
The little fox.
your socks that you take off and throw on the couch. I'm like, pick up your socks. I told you last week and the week before that. The week before that. Right? The little things, you know, like you don't anticipate making you angry.
Right.
Those are those little conflicts. It's never really anything like serious, life threatening. It's those little things that why do you leave the shower curtain open? I like it closed. Why do you put the roll of toilet paper on this way? I like it that way. And those things will really make you upset.
Yeah.
So having the maturity to say that I like it this way, even if he doesn't do it that way, I can't hold that against him and make this an unhappy experience.
Yes.
Who am I? So again, looking at yourself like, God, help me. Help me in my sonship.
So good.
But yeah, forgiveness is a constant process, and every day it's checking yourself and saying, get it together.
Oh. So what I'm hearing you say, just to kind of reiterate, I'm going to make sure I'm hearing it. You're saying that you put the covenant, the marriage, above whatever the issue is, whether it's a little fox, big fox.
Yeah.
You put that first.
Because Dr.
It's whatever you want to say.
And I'll say this to tie it up, but it's because we've made the commitment to stay.
Okay.
That is it.
Read my mind.
That puts us on all those fires. We're committed to stay.
Yes.
And we'll rough it out if we have to.
Yes.
But it is, we're
Yes.
committed. We're not, of course, I mean, rough it out as far
I
as
know what you mean.
the conflict, right?
Yeah.
But we'll come what may.
We're going to figure this out.
We're gonna, yes, right, we're
I
gonna figure
love
it out. So.
I love that. The Alexanders, I know you, listen, these are conflict resolution masters.
No, so one, I thank you because that was me, man. Cool. Like I was a single bachelor. Like, I mean, I had my own way of living, and then there was a level of like, again, it was working on me, but then I understood the power of two becoming one. So as much as I was working on myself, there was a level of us working on each other. So in our beginning phases, Harper Hill has this thing called the conversation.
Yes.
That's how we started our relationship.
Oh, really?
Because there was levels of like, I wanted to understand her. You know what I'm saying? I wanted her to understand me. Before we even dated in YC, I would take her to Philly so she could see my lifestyle. I would go to Newark so she could see my lifestyle, because she saw me as this, church boy playing the drums, but I'm from the streets of Philadelphia, so I need you to see the side of it.
Yeah.
Because like, how do we relate? How do we motivate each other? Because that was a level of me. It was more than the beauty. It was a conversation. Like, and I'm gonna go back to what you said, but brother Capone, like, I love the fact that she was an independent queen.
Yeah. Right.
She's in VIP. I'm gonna be real. I know we in the church. She's in VIP. Bottles. I'm literally on the outside trying to get in.
Okay. I feel you.
So if I met her like that, much respect. Why you think she's the boss of Murata's Kitchen now?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna knock her.
Right.
So good.
Yeah.
Right. So forgiveness is just what it is.
Brand new mercies I see.
Come on.
Every morning.
Don't
So
stop.
whether I go to bed and she needs her space, you know what, God? I'm gonna just stay right here and be in it. Boom, ask for forgiveness. When my queen is ready, we're gonna rock out because we staying together.
Yeah.
Okay. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. So forgiveness is not about me.
Yes.
Okay. Wow. Go ahead, sir.
I wanted to say something like I'm still trying to like put this together. Maybe it'll flow out now. But like, I feel like it's important in marriage to always remember if you like each other as people. You know, like you're not looking at a personal issue. Like, yeah, you did this, you did that, but like it's like always remember, like, because that's the thing about that's like the strength of me and my marriage is that we like each other as people. So we just talk. We talk all the time. We talk. Like this whole thing of like, oh, I just want to stop talking to my wife. Like, you know, I've experienced like maybe some little snippets, but not really. But like, you know what I mean? But we talk. We always talking about something. There's like never nothing to talk about. So like we've just found to really enjoy each other as people. So we're laughing, we're giggling, we're having fun, you know, making jokes, you know. So the things that she does, I'm like, yo, why are you always doing this? But it's funny. It's not like I'm hurt. It's not like a heavy burden because like we like each other as people. And I feel like that's like a point of realization you have to sit with yourself and ask yourself, do I like my wife or do I like my husband as a person?
You know, it's funny you say that because I know you want to talk. I'm gonna let you talk.
One thing.
I'm gonna show. Sometimes, I'm gonna be honest with you. Sometimes Kim don't like me. You know. Sometimes I don't like her when she's doing it in the moment. You know. You know, it's the thing that's happening, and I'm human. I love her.
Yeah.
I love her, and I know she loves me, and we value our covenant above, you know, many things.
Yes.
But I have to be honest at that time. You know, I'm not liking. As many of you know or don't know, I walked in an addiction for 12, 13 years of our marriage. You know, she didn't like that.
Yeah.
And she didn't like the newt that was doing that at that time. You know, and I needed to know that. And I needed to know that, you know. But exactly. But the love behind the I don't like this point, you know, this newt I'm seeing. The love behind it is what would help to bring deliverance to me. So you got to be honest. You got to be honest with that like and that love. And I'm not saying the opposite of what you're saying, Dante, because we do like each other. You know, the ankles caught me. You know what I'm saying? From the giddy up. But, you know, but so I like that. But there's times, you know, that I really don't like what you're doing.
Yeah.
And it may be a little tiny thing, but it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay because I love you.
Right.
I'm sorry.
No, it's nothing. It's really quick. He don't know this, but he know that. When we first started dating, I had already said in my heart, I had already loved him before he said it first. And so when he went,
you got
game. He said, I got game. It was the Lord's good. So when it was all him, but when he would hurt me, I had already forgiven him before. No, for real. I have already forgiven him before the moment he told me he did it or we had an issue,
right.
I had already forgiven him.
That's good.
Now, my stubbornness in me wanted to, I don't forgive you because I wanted you to love me more and beg for forgiveness. Now, that's something totally different that I worked in within me.
Okay.
But I had already forgiven him because I loved him. And I liked him. And so even now, when I am frustrated, I like this man.
Yeah.
It's something, he gives me goosebumps and butterflies. I like this man.
There you go.
And so regardless of what he's done, there'll never be nothing that I cannot forgive him for because I like him. And then on top of that, I love him. And then on top of that, God ordained it.
Yeah.
So it's just, you could do anything.
I need you to keep going a little bit. I need you to help somebody. Some young lady who's watching, who has an issue with, you know, their need to win, their need to be right. Because you talked about how you worked through that in yourself. Like, what did you do?
So I had to, and we've talked about this, figure out why I was like that. Some of that is family. I was taught that. No shade at all.
Right.
Because no shade at all. But I had to unlearn those things. He actually had to tell me about myself, and I couldn't stand it at all until I sat with God and I cried because, Lord, I cherish, I value what you've given me.
Right.
So how do if this is something that he sees inside me, because he sees things that I don't see.
Right.
I'm used to this. This is how I grew up. This is who I was.
Right.
And this man who's coming from a whole different background sees something inside of me. I trust him and I love him and I know that he protects me.
Right.
I have to think that what he says, there is some truth. And so because this man, I gave him my heart. And he protects it, and there's truth in it.
I have to do some work inside of this. Because
Because
there is something, I value this, so I have to do the work.
Yeah.
So,
There you go. I like it. I like it. I like it. Thank you.
So I just want to say thank you, first of all, for saying that. And Newt was speaking for me, but the truth is, I always liked him. So I don't know where he got that from. He was trying to think for me, but I've always liked him, regardless of what he did. I liked him. If I didn't like him, I wouldn't have been there. I would have stayed. I liked him. I liked you. I loved you. And nothing would have changed, even if you thought differently. So that's definitely not my testimony. Let me go on record and say, no ma'am, no sir.
Go ahead.
I'm glad. That's a good correction. I didn't like the thing, but I loved and liked you. Yeah. And butterflies and caterpillars and everything else are still there. Okay. So I do have another question. I want to move on, and I want to ask you. I want to lighten up a little bit. What is the one thing that you all do for fun together that brings you closer? I know you guys said certain things that you did, but I mean something fun or something married. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Pastor Sheldon.
One thing we always do.
Don't involve handcuffs, does it?
Oh, wait. I mean, we always do this, right? Yeah, because like, Janelle usually asked what I want to do for my birthday, and I jokingly said, Fogo de Chao. Listen, listen, we cannot tell you how many times we went to Fogo de Chao.
that's our spot.
Like, just either randomly or like for special occasions. We're going for Valentine's Day, Fogo de Chao. We're going for birthday, Fogo de Chao.
Okay. That's just
when we even went out with the boys one night, I think then when we was thinking about where we wanted to go, it was either I don't know if correct me wrong, might have even thought about Fogo de Chao, Rusty Scupper, or something. Fogo de Chao is probably in the mix somewhere. Because it's just something that we always done. So that's one of the things that we always do for fun and for bellies. At the same time is go to Fogo de Chao. Oh yeah, and Netflix. We watch shows together. Yeah. Some shows we just rewatch. You know, so yeah.
Wow. I'm gonna have to check that out.
I'm really simple, so we could go do like a workout, or we'll go to she likes to shop, so I'll go wherever she wants to go.
Okay.
TJ Maxx, Marshalls.
I know that's right.
So y'all work out together?
Sometimes.
You
And it's not
stretch
over
each other.
complicate doing fun things together, because we're in this season with little kids.
Yeah.
So it's fun for me to sit in silence.
I see.
And I'm dead serious. Like we can sit in silence and just enjoy that like peace and quiet with each other.
Yeah.
If we want to talk about something, we don't have the children, screaming over us. We love to watch shows. But honestly, in the season that we're in right now, like the peace for us is fun for me.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't want people to think like it has to be something so much bigger than it needs to be.
I like it. You guys want to go?
I mean, I for one second that motion because of mom, dad error. Come on, when they go to bed and we can just look at each other in the eyes and be like, hey, how you doing today?
Yeah.
That's fun. Laying in the bed right before you go to sleep, do a little chit chat.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Okay.
Sleeping side by side. That's fun. All the other things you do, sleeping. That's fun.
That's fun.
It does not have to be a lot. I know some people, if they're
That's
have the
great.
capacity to say you do date night every
That's
Wednesday,
great.
I'm like, that is so wonderful.
That's so
We'll
great.
get there.
Yeah,
We'll get there.
That's great.
But for now, it's anytime we can get where
Moments you can
it's
speak.
just us.
I
It's
love it.
fun.
That's helping somebody. Liz, what do you guys do?
We basically together all the time, so. Yeah, we watch TV, Netflix, we do everything that y'all do, even though we don't have the kids in the house.
Fun.
Everything is fun.
So what's really, really, really fun? No, Jamil's after something. You want to tell him?
No.
Use your mic.
Fun. I love just making her coffee in the morning.
Wow.
So sweet.
Wow.
And it seems so simple,
It is so big.
but then I realize
It
it's
is
so
so
big.
big.
And I never realized that because I travel for work. So until I come back, she'll hit me with the man, I miss your coffee. And I'm like, oh, that's serious.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And I had to appreciate that over time.
Yeah.
Because like, you know what I'm saying? But it's like now it's like, okay, did I get it right? Like, I want to make sure I still get it right. You know what I'm saying? Like, the 2 sugars, the 2 cream, like, the right textures and the right folder for the nice like, it's real. Like, I mean, I'm an overthinker. And it's for real, and I think I took it for granted until, you feel me?
Yes.
So, yeah, it is fun every day, but like that morning in the morning, like, I have my time, but it's like, okay, so my lady wake up, like, okay, boop, let me get this.
Got it.
So it sounds like it's fun taking care of her.
Yes. I
love
love it.
that.
I loved it. It's like,
Dante.
what do y'all do?
Oh, well, in this season of our life, it's a little different now because, we just have a baby and all that. But before, we would work out together like religiously. Like, we was in the gym.
Right.
And, we would watch a lot of Netflix. Like, watch a lot of Netflix. But, in this season with the baby, we kind of just take what we can get because, I work a lot, I drive truck. So, like, I work hours, like, a long time. So, and I work third shift. So, it's like, I'm sleeping while she's up. So, we only get, like, a little bit of time during the day. Then you have, if the baby's awake, then, I'm helping out. So, we kind of really just it's just all baby right now. Like, we're just connected through the baby, doing things. But we do get that little bit of time sometimes on the weekends where, like, we just sit in bed and watch some videos or something. But, like, as far as, like, watching TV, we don't got no time for that. No time.
That's all right.
Yeah.
So I want to say this. I'm hearing a theme, and I want to pull the theme out for folks who are listening at home. That when you're married and you love somebody, tell them right or wrong, because I was already wrong once today. So tell me right or wrong. It's not about the amount of money that's spent or how extravagant it is. It's the time you get to steal together with one another. And you build your special things.
Yep.
Right.
Whatever it is.
I used to like to bring her Mike and Ike. She likes Mike and Ike. The red ones.
Hot tamales.
Yeah, hot tamales. Yeah. Or a lemon. The lemon.
Tasty
cake pies. Things like that. Little stuff that I know she likes. If I'm out, and I grab one and bring it, just kind of sit it there.
Big old chocolate bars.
Just kind of sit it there. So that's
That's her with the honey buns.
Right. Those things make it special. So thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
What do you want to say, bro?
I just want to say one quick thing that I think is important to this theme. You can't neglect intimacy because that's also an activity.
Yes.
Come on.
Yeah.
It's an accident right now.
Intimacy happens at very levels.
And it varies. So
Yeah.
you have to figure what that is.
That's
Figure
right.
out what that is for each other.
Right.
But that should not be neglected.
Never.
Right.
Never, because that is also an activity that has to be worked on. It can be fun,
Yeah.
but that it's something you gotta keep like right now.
And if you
I hope
do,
it's fun.
And if you do neglect intimacy, perhaps an intimate place between you and the Father is lacking too.
Yes.
Because remember, marriage is that covenant, is that first thing for the church to go forward. So if we are lacking that, whatever that intimacy is in the relationship, could there be a lack the vertical way?
Ooh.
So just consider that. That's not a question. That's just and Kim talking.
Thank you.
So I'm gonna ask you one more question. The Kim's gonna take over with the fun stuff, right? She gave me the hard stuff. Right? You didn't get the fun. So I want to ask this question so I'm gonna put it in. I'm gonna put two things together because I want you to serve whoever's gonna watch this. Okay. So I want you to, and most of your marriages aren't, super old, but if you could start over, if you could do this marriage again, if you could go back to start, knowing what you know, what would you do differently? And I want you to answer that in the context of advice to somebody who's listening?
Go ahead, Pastor.
Chanel, put her hand up first. She already knows.
Oh, sorry.
I got one.
If we could go back, I would say watch the red flags. They are legit. And take your time. It is not a rush to get married.
Yeah.
One thing that we had Micah, and then we got engaged, and then 5 months later, I planned a wedding in 5 months, and we got married. But we weren't ready to get married yet. We were very, very strong-willed. I feel as though our intimacy with the Father wasn't maturing. We were at a standstill.
Oh, I see.
And so I wasn't doing the work with me and God, and he wasn't fully doing the work with him. And so we probably would have taken our time to get married and worked out some kinks in ourselves.
It's good. This is good.
And then got married.
Love it. That's good mature. That's like heavy maturity stuff. Right there.
Pass it on down.
That's real good.
I was sitting here thinking to see what I would change. And so let me say this first. I get it, and I'm gonna try to condense this as much as possible.
Y'all know him.
I get it. Like there's obviously some things that we would want to change in the beginning of a thing, right? But to let you a little bit into my mind, I was just sitting here and thinking because one of the things that jumped out to me was that like hindsight is 20/20. Right. I've seen everything now because I've walked through it. Right. But at the same time, we already know that they're trying to follow me here. We already know that God knows what's going to happen, what's going to take place, what time, how it's going to affect you, how it's going to set you up for the future, all of these things, right? So for me, this is me really falling on the place where I would say I don't know, if I would want to go back. I don't know if I would want to change anything. That's okay. Because let's say look at it this way. Let's say God give me a snapshot of me changing anything. Would I even like that? Would I even like that picture that it is now? Right. Or that it would be.
I like it.
I love that. And as soon as I asked it that way, I was going to pull it back. That's why I tried to put it in the context of give advice, which is But I'm with you. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. But I love that. Thank you for pulling that out. I don't know if I changed anything. I would. But do you have some advice?
Advice?
Yeah.
Oh yes, I do. Because the truth of the matter is that literally you're here now. You're not a time traveler. You can't go back. Oh, right. So, but what you can do is you can always remain humble.
Ooh, that's good.
Humility is like literally probably like the cheat code in the kingdom. The cheat code in relationships, the cheat code on your job. I love it. It can literally translate anywhere.
Wow.
You remain humble. You remain in a posture that is able that enables you to respond well.
Yeah.
I like it.
Everything.
I like
That's everything. So that would be my advice.
I like it. So let me. Whoever's going to go next. Let me revise the question since I just got schooled. No, I'm going to take the turn time back.
Okay.
I'm going to take the turn time back because, like Pastor said, we're not time travelers. We can't take the time back. But I want you to answer the question, knowing what you know, the wisdom that you have, as advice to somebody who's listening. So I don't know which one of you two.
I don't know if it's the drummer or what, just Pastor you spitting. Because there's a level of, as much as I want to live and understand. I mean, she knew I was in the church, but there was a level of understanding I want her to understand. Like I was in them Philly streets.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because there was a level of like, I love them. So I'm like, okay, I need to let her know who I am.
Right.
But then there was levels of like, I hid some of the things that I didn't even hide. I didn't let her meet all my family on purpose. There was some generational things that I went through. And I was like, oh, okay, if she see that side, okay, she can deal with the streets.
Right.
But if she see that whole domestic violence and those generational things I went through, she might be scared. Right? So I say that to say the advice I give to people who are courting, first know yourself and know God, but
Right.
then there's a level of that intimacy comes in.
Mhm.
Like, oh, okay, I can't go back in time, but everything that needed to come out came out.
Okay.
So the fact that there was a level of like her even asking me in a way, like, you went through this, you went through that, it literally healed me.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
And it helped me to reconcile with my biological family.
Okay.
And that right there, I would tell people like, I'm supposed to love her the way Christ loves the church.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's been my stay humble, stay focused.
Yes, indeed.
Since day one.
Right.
And I feel like people don't, I'm just speaking from my experience, and my queen is here, and my daughter and my son knows this because we poured into them. Take care. The power of two becoming one.
Yes.
So the much as I have to work on myself daily, we work on each other daily. Daily. I used to be that person out in the garden. My love comes out with me to the garden.
Hey!
Right? I used to be that person like in the gym all heavy. Come on, I'm getting old. Let's stretch together. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
And it took time. You see what I'm saying? But I didn't force nothing on her. But there was levels of like, oh, she could love me past my faults, and she see the things that I went through as a child.
I got you.
So good.
I got you. I'm loving that. I'm loving that. Let me. Can I ask a follow up just to make something clear? So I heard two things. I think I heard two things. You said let your wife pour into you, because in that pouring is your deliverance.
She helped us.
Okay.
I really believe that.
Okay. And did you also say expose things to her?
Yeah.
Before she has to find out?
Yeah, so that would be my advice.
Gotcha.
But I guess it's to each his own though. Because in all God's
It's just
time,
advice.
yeah, true, it happened.
Take it or leave it, right?
Prime example, my brother did 15 years in jail. He came home, he was talking like we was still back in the day, 6-7 years old.
Yeah.
He's bringing memories that I had literally suppressed through those traumas.
Right.
My God.
Right.
Everything starts flooding back. But you know what? The testimony couldn't have been greater because he was the one who said Jamil always stood up for us even when we was going through.
Right.
And I had suppressed that.
So the transparency with Liz was miracle for you. Got you. I wanted to make that clear
So
to who was it. Thank you so much. I'm sorry.
Oh, I know Liz wanted to say.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'll say something. Jamil, I have the best husband in the world.
Go ahead and tell him.
All right.
Harder than anybody down.
Tell it, sis.
Come on.
And honestly, I don't know, I feel like he felt the need to compare his hood to my hood. You know, I did the things that I did because there was a necessity.
Go ahead, tell your story.
Coming to this church, I've learned that Jamil loves me exactly how God loves the church.
Wow.
So here's just what I would tell people. Marriage and commitment is really just a service industry. And so truly figuring out how to love your spouse is so important. And not just, I know.
Use your mic, sis.
That's cool.
Use your mic, sis, so they can pick it up.
So figuring out how to love your spouse the way that they truly need to be loved and not the way that's easy for me to show love is so important. When I first got with Michael, I loved him in all the ways that I wanted love returned to me. And I was so disappointed when he did not meet those needs.
Wow.
And it hurt me. And it was such an unintentional hurt that he placed on me, but it still hurt me. And so I know we all hear about the love languages and people love somebody the way that they want to be loved. And I know it sounds a little cliche, but truly, if I could go back, I would have spent more time figuring out how to love other people than how I wanted to receive love.
Wow.
Because honestly, it wasn't until I figured that out that I was able to love him more appropriately and receive it.
Wow.
So good.
That's heavy.
My God.
We can let that marinate about 5-10 seconds. Y'all got that? Anybody? We're talking to my folks online out. You hear that? How to love others more than focusing on how I want to be loved. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So when we initially got together, she loved to give me gifts and things like that. And I grew up not having a lot, and so when she would get me something, I'm like, oh, cool, you know. but it wasn't something that it didn't impress. Like it wasn't something that moved me. I didn't care about that. So we definitely have been continuing to learn how to love each
That's
other.
right.
Lifelong process. But so the way that we got together, you know, we got together in our 30s, you know, and so things were I knew what I wanted.
Yeah.
Right, okay. And I made sure that I expressed it and I communicated appropriately.
Right.
And so when I let her know, you know, how I felt about her, and I was just like, look, you know, do you want to have a family? I want to have a family. Do you love me? I love you. So let's go ahead and do this, you know. So as men, we set the tone. Period. Yeah. And so I think, you know, for those of you who are out there, I would just say, understand that you set the tone to your relationship. You set the tone for your home. You set the tone for your family. And be sure that, you know what you want, and make sure that it's expressed. And make sure when you are courting that, you know, that the goal is marriage.
Yeah.
Period.
Wow.
You know? Wow. And you don't let anything else, you know, deter that. Yeah. Because there, you know, there was a situation that happened in. So there was a situation that happened, and I had to get super real with everybody. We were in the young adults group, and I just said, look, nobody needs to text me, call me. No person of the other the other sex needs to call me, talk to me, anything. If you need something to say, you need to talk to me, talk to her.
Amen.
Then we'll talk.
Yeah.
But I don't need to talk to none of them. You know, and I said, I don't mean any disrespect by it, but I said, I love you guys. We're cool. But talk to her if you need to talk to me. Yeah. Let her know. And, you know, even, you know, I love my older sister Naomi. I love her. She was like, nah, Mike, that's not right. I said,
yeah.
Nah.
You're messing up my quality.
I said, this is going to be my wife.
There it is.
I'm not playing. And so this is what I'm doing now. And that's what it will be forever.
Good.
You know? And so I think really though that solidified our relationship, because I really kind of just I let everybody know that.
I love it.
Nah, you know, because a lot I turned myself down a little bit as far as like how vocal and strong I wanted to be. How I just never wanted to be like intimidating with people and try to be a bully. It's just, I mean, you know, I was like that before, and I didn't want to be that. I don't want to be that way. So I know that I wanted to make sure that I carried myself respectfully, and you know, and I just wanted to make sure that the union was respected.
Absolutely. So
that's what I would say.
So make sure I'm hearing it. You're saying know what you want, define that, communicate it, then set the tone for those things to happen.
Yeah.
And it was one more thing he said.
Boundaries.
Boundaries.
Yeah.
Boundaries.
Strong ones.
Create boundaries.
And that's not being a bully.
Yeah.
Those are good boundaries to establish.
Yes.
Let's go to the Morris.
Okay, it was the Morris. Okay.
So I will just give one piece of advice, or no.
Whatever the Lord gives you.
Oh, that's fine.
His will.
Or that,
If he tells you to bring some banana pudding, you do that.
Got to.
I'm
word. So I will say that you can find happiness in your spouse.
Yes,
Love it.
Amen.
Woo.
Yes.
That's good.
So good.
Right?
That's good.
Because the myth is that you shouldn't find happiness.
Come on, sir.
In your partner or your spouse, right? Rather. And you can, because that's why God gave you your spouse.
That is
right?
To enjoy.
To enjoy one another
Absolutely.
and for them to pour into you, to fill you back up. And so when I'm low, she fills me.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
So I look to her, when I look at her, I'm pleased, I'm happy.
Yeah.
I'm joyous. You know what I mean? And so I would say, kind of debunk that myth.
Yeah.
That
So
you-
good.
That you can't find happiness, you have to find it in yourself. Like,
Right.
yes, you should know yourself, but that's why God gave you a helpmate.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. We gonna hurry up and end so they can get home. I'm just playing.
I know that's right.
Until you figured it out, okay.
Yeah, so I would say early on in your marriage or before you get married and you decide that you fall in love, you just know this is the person I'm going to spend my life with. You have this moment where they call it the honeymoon phase, where you're just all over each other. You see the glow in your eye. Take a screenshot of that moment. Take pictures. Really settle in that moment and always keep that fresh.
Yeah.
Because there's going to come a point in your marriage, we're coming up on 10 years, where you have kids, you have busy lives, and that glow starts to dim. And you arguing a little bit, all the little bitty fires, conflicts are getting to you, and you have to go back to that screenshot.
Oh,
that
I love
moment and
it.
say,
I love it.
So
look at that person.
Yes. Yes.
Look at your spouse and see that
Yes.
person.
How I got over.
How I got over.
That's
So
why.
when you have that fire, just sit in it,
Yeah.
take pictures so you can actually see physical pictures, say, look at us,
Wow.
and always go back to that moment.
So
I love
good.
it. I love it. I'm gonna have to pay you for that. Why power the willpower? Go ahead.
So, okay, listen to this. So, listen, the bride of the church is the body.
Yes.
And he says, love your wives as Christ
That's what he
loves the
said.
church, which is his bride, which is a body.
right.
That means our marriages, how we should see them, is as it's our body.
Yep.
Okay.
You see your marriage as a body. So you start to ask yourself, what is the state of our body?
Yes, absolutely.
You see, because he said a man that loves, he said, love your wife. He said, husband, love your wife as you love your own bodies. Then he says, a man doesn't not love his body, but cherish it. So it's like, it hits us first at home because we know, how something small can make us feel. For example, you eat that certain food or a certain restaurant, like, man, it wasn't worth it. I feel horrible. So it's like now you look at it in the stance of like your marriage body, that little argument, that little whatever, is gonna cause some long-lasting damage on our marriage body. It's not worth it. So it's like you always see it like we need to be aware of what the state of our body is that we're sharing. That's that one flesh together.
That's good.
Yeah.
Wow.
And your wife said, my advice is it's okay and safe to submit to your husband.
So much to that.
So good. So good.
I'll say, let me build up on that.
Your husband's gonna build up on that, girl.
There is, there's commandment given to the wife. Wife, submit to your husband as unto the Lord. I think that's what it says, right?
Yeah.
And then it says, husband, it says, wife, see that you always reverence your husband. Then it says, husband, love your wife as Christ loved the church. You have to understand that there's commandment given on both sides.
Absolutely.
So that wife, if she's going to submit to you, you have to uphold now your side. And then here's where the humility comes in, because now you're not a dictator or, like you have to love her through your place of authority, in your place of head of covering, but through humility and through love. You see, because for her to submit to you, she steps into a place of vulnerability. Now that's something that the husband has to be able to nurture as well, protect and not, rise up and, do all these things. So it's like a lot of times we beat women on the head. Oh, you're supposed to not be doing this, doing that. You're supposed to be doing this. But what are you doing?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We have been given responsibility as well to uphold. And maybe the reason why your wife is doing some of the things that they're doing is because of some of the things that you're doing. So you have to ask yourself, the person that you know that is your wife, is she that way because organically, authentically, that's how she is, or that's how she is with you because of what you do? So it's like until you start to work out all the kinks of your marriage and all these things, you have not even discovered truly who your wife is. Because she could be fending, she could be adapting, she could be surviving. You're like, oh, I can't believe you do this. She does this because you do that. Right. You know, but we're pride, man, not myself. Oh no. But man, be prideful enough. You know, I can't stand with my brothers on this one. You gotta learn how to be humble. And say, you know, I was wrong. And it gives so much weight. And then see who your wife becomes. Yeah, amen. See who your wife becomes. You know what I mean?
Right. I love it.
That boy's good.
Mike says she'll honor that. Right. Right. I love it. I love it. Go ahead. Okay. So can I say something about that same scripture? Christ, the wives submit to husbands, then husbands love wives as Christ of the church. Just something to think about. The church didn't exist yet when Christ was walking. He was doing all those things to the disciples, with the disciples, in order to establish that Antioch church that was going to be put in place. So I read it as this. So it's saying, wives submit to husbands, but that Christ loved the church piece, he submitted to what the church could be. The church didn't exist yet.
Yeah.
He submitted his life to build that thing that was not existing yet. So my job is to submit my life to rise up in Kim.
Come on, Dr. New.
What is to be or what can be into Kim. So just another perspective on that scripture, because we always talk about wives submitting, but they can't submit until I submit
There
first.
it is.
I'm glad you said that.
And there has to be something for her to submit to under the mission of. If I'm not in my work, there's nothing for her to get under. And if you know anything about a woman, by design, you are a nurturer. You're a receptacle. You receive. I deposit, right? So whatever I deposit in you, you're going to nurture that thing and give me back something more. If I give you $25, I can give her $25. She can come home with 2 meals, which is a lot nowadays. You know, if she can go to the dollar store with $75 and decorate the house.
Give her the house, make the home.
I give her sperm, she gives me a baby. Right? You know, I give her frustration, she gives me hell. You know, so she's the nurture. So everything you guys are saying is so true. Just wanted to chime in on that in so many other ways.
All right. And then the last thing I do want to add, what he talked about the submission, and then he talks about being able to submerge under. And here's the thing, when I submerge under, I'm not sitting down, but under him I stand. So I'm still standing in the purpose and the call that God has given me. So I'm not fiddling away. Understand, okay? So want to move on because I want to give Liz a minute to share something that,
Okay, so my mom went to heroin because my mom went to heroin when my brother got killed. I started hustling. That was the reason why I hustled, because I didn't want her to get no bad drugs, right? So from then on, I became a hustler for 5 years until my mom stopped using drugs. And I remember going to church with the heroin, like, Mom, I'm going on vacation, here you go. And I remember her even dumping it out and saying, oh, today's my last day, whatever, I'm not using it no more. So after that, she was clean. But in the meantime, in between time, it was my husband that saved my life.
Wow.
I was a hustler, I got caught. Once I got caught, he connected me to the powers that be that was going to just,
trying to put her away for life.
Yes, and they wanted me to just put everything on him. You know, they was like, no, there's no way, we've been following these bags. They had Hitler and all these other names that, all my everything. And
testify, baby.
Yeah, I actually married the man that saved my life.
I can't do
Wow.
Woo!
Wow. 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 Wow.
These here stories,
Wow.
these testimonies,
Wow.
these lives that are sitting before us and who are sharing are leading us in marriage, leading us in the future. And so I want to thank you guys.
Yes.
Because there are young people, there are older people, there are people who are desiring to walk in this path that you have made easier for them today. And you have broken the ground for some of the very most difficult situations. And you were vulnerable and shared your testimony in all transparency and honesty.
Yes.
And somebody's life is changed right now, today. And so I just want us to just thank God that he brought you through the things he brought you through, that he's given you the person he's given you, that he wiped some slates clean, that he gave you new paths, that he restored some things, and that he placed you in the right places to meet the right people so that you can have this life. And this is all because of the Father. And so we thank him today. We give you honor today, Father. We make famous what you already established as famous. We help to walk out this kingdom life as husband and wife. We are here to be representatives, oh God, to the kingdom so that other lives, Father, can walk this path and also know that it's okay to submit and be humble. It's okay to testify and to share. It's okay to live this life and say, I didn't do so good at first, but today, I walk in this new thing. And this is marriage. This is marriage. Hallelujah. And I thank you, Liz, for sharing your story. I thank you, Dante. I thank you, Moors. I thank you, couples. I thank you, pastors. I thank you. I thank you. It was supposed to be a day thing, but I think we're done. I think we're done.
Okay. We wanna really quickly just say, we bless your life. We bless your life. We bless your life. We bless your health. We bless your children. We bless your finances. We bless your lands, your buildings. We bless your businesses. We bless the downloads that God's giving you right now. We bless your dreams. We bless your goals. We bless your aspirations. Given it shall be given unto you. God release unto them that hidden, that held up inheritance. In Jesus' name, we speak prosperity in all that you say and do, above and beyond all you can ask or think. God, give them the ability to ask and the ability to think beyond what they can see. Open eyes and ears, God, and anoint these covenants. Anoint these covenants. Anoint these covenants. That they will create change. And they'll create change even without even trying. We love you guys today. We're gonna get up and get out of here. So we thank you, all of you out here. We thank you for tuning in, logging in, jumping in with us for our 28 Days of Love series. I don't know what's gonna happen when we finally turn the camera off, but I don't know. I feel charged up. How about you? How about you? Listen, this thing called marriage, this covenant, it is important to the Father, and it should be important to you. So we'll see you Monday. We'll see you Monday morning where Apostle Barry Mason, his real name is Royal. We call him Barry. I went to college with him. He's going to speak to us about the mental state of a healthy man. So we want to come in for that. It's really a counseling session that we took care of the cost for you to log in and receive some tips, some skills, some abilities from a spirit-filled a pastor. The name of his church is Antioch. Just funny, yeah. So his name is Church Antioch in Delaware. So we'll see you on Monday morning. Thank you for tuning in for 28 Days of Love.
Hey. Thank you, Asmar.
Hey, I'm Kim.
And I'm Dr. New. And it's that time of year again.
For 28 Days of Love. And it's year 4, New.
How about that?
Year 4.
We got a lineup for you. We have some new things. This is called the Healthy Marriage Series.
Yes.
Going from the 3rd of February through the 28th of February. We have guest speakers. We have interviews with marriage couples. We have panel discussions, live panel discussions.
Yes, at our church, 260 Lafayette Street, every Thursday evening. And you can come and be a part of the studio audience.
Everything happens at 6:30 p.m. and we broadcast it live on our Facebook page, our 28 Days of Love Facebook page, and our YouTube channel, Launch 360 TV. Listen, You don't want to miss this one. We're celebrating, we're making big and making large the institution of marriage because covenant is real.
Yes, it is. And we have so many special guests starting out on Monday, so you don't want to miss it. Check out our lineup, and we can't wait to see you for 28 Days of Love.
This one was